The live was started in the YouTube. Um, I know the Aparecida in the Tainá. Tainá helped me a lot in the my uh, my first immersion. Um, let us start with the um, introductions. Um, I will start, and then Aparecida and Tainá introduce yourself. Um, my name is Victor. I have 8 years old. I'm from São Paulo, capital. Currently, I am a software developer. In my free time, I like to play video games. Um, I like to play walking the street with my bike and play music. And I stay here in the TalkTalk platform since March. I think it's my first year in the platform. Um, yeah, that's it. And you, Aparecida, let you introduce yourself, please.
Well, my name is Aparecida Semirami. I live in Rio Verde, southeast of Goiás. But I don't was born here. I was born in Ceará, the countryside of Ceará. And in the last years, I'm living here. I live in some place differently from here in São Paulo, capital. I'm in Santa Cruz do Rio Pardo, São Paulo too, and Curitiba and Bahia and another place. But now I am here. We are trying moving to another place. I don't know if here or in Minas Gerais. I want to move to Minas Gerais because I'm falling in love for the south of Minas Gerais. I want to stay there and if possible, of course, if we can live there, live in a little farm or something like this. Chakra, but I don't find the correct word to express this in English. And I work in IT area since I was in the university in infrastructure and developing my started my career. Nowadays, I work in uh, financial management of IT in project of infrastructure of IT, and I'm studying a lot about financial management of cloud, getting some certifications. It's this about me. And you, Taina?
Yeah, good morning, guys. My name is Taina Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I live in London. I have two lovely cats. They are my children's. I'm married. I like to go to the gym, but I hate to do diet. For me, it's so difficult to keep in my diet and eat legumes, green salads. I hate, but I try to do my best. And I like to be here to train my English and improve my vocabulary. That's it.
Perfect. Perfect. I um okay, today we are talking about the new generations, the next generation. I will put the questions in the chat. One moment. Oh, it's big. I put the slice. Okay. And the subject is the future of human genetics, um, designing the next generation. And Aparecida, please, could you read the first question and answer for us?
Yes. Do you think humans should have the right to modify their DNA or choose the traits of their future children, such as intelligence, beauty, or health? Why or why not? It's a complicated question. But looking for us like human nowadays in present moment, I don't agree with manipulation of the NA to make children more beauty or intelligent. I don't agree with this, but I agree if this kind of genetic will be used to correct some health problems like genetic problems. Of course, it's a good thing to do. But in the present moment, in our ethic, like humans are a little bit in general, and we need to have more culture about this. Don't start to use this kind of technology to put in babies our crazy. I think like this. I think like this.
Yeah. Yeah, read notice about the changes of DNA is for me is in the past was impossible to change, but right now is possible. Change DNA, prevent problems, or in China or in uh, how can I say countries more developed, is a reality. The changing of DNA. For example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a lot of children, um, genetic modified. You know this fact? É Aparecida. No?
No, about
Yeah.
the children of Elon Musk, no, I don't know
Oh,
about.
yeah. It's very crazy because him has a lot of children, and his children's child is changed of the DNA. It's very crazy for me. And you, Taina, how? What is your opinion about the first question?
I don't see problem because if my mother choose blue ices for me, I would be happy. Um, if the parents could choose if the parents could choose their children's come with more healthy, more smart, more strong, without a tendency to gain weight. I don't see problem because if you have the chance to choose your children's come with more healthy, more smart, more beautiful, why not? What is the problem in it? I don't see.
Yeah, yeah. I have the same opinion about the health, for example, because when you have a chance to prevent a problem or in health or a future problem that you have, I think it's a good possible. It's a I think idea to pick. Um, okay. Good. The next question. Um, I will read an answer. How could genetic engineering change your idea of quality if only healthy people can afford to design their babes. Yeah, like I said before, I think the idea of engineering changing genetic for me is only for rich persons because it's very expensive, and only rich person has access, like Elon Musk, like billionaires, because I searched about the price of genetic change, and is very expensive, and the real population, the mostly population people will not have change to prevent a problem in your babes, or for example change physical aspects of physical parts of your baby. And yeah, for me the genetic change will not be equality in the society. It's very it's a thing that you thinking about increase the difference about the society, increase the, how can I say this, but aumentaria a desigualdade, né? In my opinion. And you, Aparecida, what's your opinion about the second question?
Well, I agree with you. I believe the genetic engineering is something to only a little part of population who have a lot of money in this moment. Of course, we are talking about this moment in time, and in my opinion, it's true. It's true. It's so expensive for the rest of the population, and put this available for these rich persons. In my point of view, only increase discrimination. And nowadays we are talking a lot about equality and rights, same rights, but not the reality. In fact, in real life, this kind of situation, like discrimination, happening every single day. Of course, we have a lot of programs. We are better than the past. Of course, I agree with this, but we need, in this point about discrimination, we need to be better, like humans, respect Indians, Black persons, and the culture, religion. We need to learn this yet. How we introduce this kind of thing like genetic engineering if we don't have ethic or moral nowadays to lead with the difference who we have in now. We are creating more diversity, more different persons, like primate humans, some kind of thing like this, and we can solve the problem we have now. And my point of view is it's an ethical problem, and of course we are starting this now at this kind of discussion, but this kind of thing need to be controlled, not stay, if we have a lot of money, you can put in practice this. I believe we need to regulate this. When I say we need the humans, organizations, the governments need regulate this in general, not give the rich persons this power, because normally the most rich persons, they are like of some kind of crazy. They want to live forever. They want to stay beauty every time. Not, of course, only rich, but if they have money to put this in practice. I'm talking about the like humans, we lost some kind of reference, like empathy, like fraternity. And this is so hard to discuss about because we have different opinions about when we have money or we don't have money, who have to control this. It's a big discussion for now and to the future, I believe. And you, Daphne?
Yes, I agree too, Parecida. I think this could increase the inequality in our days because if only the rich people could have much better children, the poor people would be controlled by the rich. And yeah, I think it is already happens because the celebrities, for example, the Kardashians families, they never old. They always be beautiful and new and rich, and there is already surgery to change the color of eyes. If you come in Paris and you pay 15,000 euros, you can choose our color of your eyes. You can be cego. I don't know, blind. You can be blind. But if you really want the blue eyes, you just in pay. You can eat now. But everything shows us who don't have money are already in disadvantage now and in the future.
Perfect. Yeah, I didn't know about the Kardashian change the color of eyes. And I know the changing, the beautiful change, né? The beautiful procediments, or I don't know if it, in English is word, because they is a woman that uses a lot um uses a lot beautiful in your mark, in your business. Yes, the Kardashians.
Sorry, what is Kardashians?
About the change of color of eyes.
Hmm.
The Kardashians are changed the color of eyes.
No Kardashians, but André Surak.
Ah,
Yeah, André Surak, did you know who are?
yes, I know.
Vanessa Urach change. And Rico, the influencer called Rico, changed the color of eyes. But Kardashians don't change their colors of eyes, but they take the child blood and
Oh,
keeping new always.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
did you know the in deep
Yes.
web you can buy in deep web the blonde of child.
I know this history about the
Yeah,
adrenochrome,
yeah, exactly,
something like that.
a demochrome, because in the young blonde there is a protein. There is a protein in the sangue de pessoas jovens. If you take this blonde, you keeping more young for more time.
Yeah.
Instead, you die with 18 years, you can live until 100, 120, but you need to pay. It's so
Yeah.
expensive because you just in finding in the deep web.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
buy a lot in deep web?
No.
No, never.
I've never no in my younger ages, I was a curiosity to enter to the deep web because my friends talked a lot for me, but in the deep web it's difficult to there isn't a Google in the deep web. You need to know the domains, the links exactly, because uh, no has a Google to search about this in the deep web. And yes, I how can I say this? But a long time ago, I entered in the deep web, but I didn't remember. I don't remember um, what I searched, but it's. I think it's very. How can I say this? Levy, because this is
Like,
very horrific. It's very because I know this history about the how these people extracts the blood of children of it's very horrific. You yes,
yeah, did you notice that Anita appearance is very different now?
yeah.
Yeah, because the people say she did the same Kardashians.
Mm,
But yeah, I can't prove. It's just in boatos, gossip, just in gossips.
hmm. Yeah, I really love the gospel, this the boatos and the how can I say this in English is um conspiration theory. I don't know if it's correct, but this is a history. I think this about the adrenochrome is real, but I can't prove.
Yeah.
But I think this is real.
Would you use the Omicron?
No, no.
No? Okay.
You know this history, Aparecida? Aparecida is.
No,
Aparecida.
I don't find things in deep web. I have scare about this because it's so dangerous. In fact, we need know how to navigate there, and I don't have the courage to do this and find things there. Of course, we can find good things too, but I don't need this. But I
No,
don't
no,
know
yeah.
about this kind of process who are sold in the sell in deep web. It's totally crazy. It's totally crazy because we are sacrificing another person's. It's like a human traffic of organs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's I don't like the deep web too, and and the theory of conspirations. I don't know if you uh listen about the Taina said about the rich people drinking blood of childrens to give more life. You
Of
you
course.
you heard about you heard about this history before?
No, no, I listen this now first time. I don't listen this before. It's crazy, totally crazy.
Okay.
I hope not are only a history because if it's the reality, some cases we are totally mess
Okay.
crazy or something like this. I don't know how I can say about this.
Okay. Go the next question, guys. Taina, could you please read the third question and answer for us? I put in the chat what is a CRE SPR PR in the chat, okay? The sigla.
Yeah. Okay, some scientists believe we could eliminate genetic diseases through editing technology like CRISP, right? No. Yeah.
Yes, it's correct.
Do the potentials benefit outweigh the risk? Yeah, it's a difficult question.
Yes, because the risk is for example, it's a new treatment, a new technology, and the baby could or pode haver, I don't know in English, but pode haver mutações, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, I think it's depend. For example, if you have a big sickness, you don't have change to improve or live more. You are in the deadline, for example, like a cancer, in terminal cancer. I think I can try everything like a crisp. In this case, in deadline, I would like to try. But if you have other alternative, I let the crisp in the last option. But I tried the light alternative first. If I don't have more alternative, I would try to the crispy because the consequences can be regretted.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And you, Aparecida, what are your opinion? You think the benefits in this case that Taina bring to us is
think,
okay to considerations?
well, think how the technology it's relatively recent, 2000, more or less 12 years, this kind of technology started. Then we are starting a process now. We can't put this in production like the persons think, oh, we have a new technology, genetic technology, we can start change the DNA or something like this. No, like you said, we have problems with this. We need, in my point of view, we need continue studying until this kind of process be safe to apply without problems, without deformations or something like this, because we can't control 100% this kind of technology yet. We discover a new technology, we are putting in practice, but it's necessary we have in my point of view, culture to use this, like Daphne said, and of course, if some case this kind of technology solve a big problem, health problems, for example, not only in adult persons with a terminal disease, but in children who was born with some kind of problems and problems, deformations or something like this. In my point of view, if we can avoid this before these children was born, because in some case this the genetic tests before the women stay pregnant, it's possible to discover some kind of problems who these children or this baby can have in the future. But in this moment, we need study more about this, have more security to apply this without problems, because we are like the doctor who created Frankenstein. It's complicated. We are in this moment, like
Yes.
AI as something like of technologies who are arriving now. We are crazy in this moment in time. We need to stop and think before continuing. We have a lot of technology, new technologies. We need learning to how to deal with this with ethics. In my point of view, is this.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. And I think if the technology changes a lot with time, and I think in the future, daqui a 10 anos, the technology will be more effective in this case. For example, do you believe in the future the scientists are will change for example, the timing of your lives? For example, for the human lives for 1,000 years. Is you if the scientists se eles conseguissem agora, do you change your um, for example, time of living?
No, no. I believe we have the enough time to live here in this planet. Our body have a time, and we need to learn to live well, in my point of view. Not only focus on beauty or rich or live eternally or something like this. We are, how I can say this? We are lost like human in these days, because the technology, because of the a lot of knowledge we have nowadays. We have access in a lot of information, and the scientists, the rich persons, and the persons in general, we are crazy, and we are trying to be what we don't know, we not are. We need, I believe, we need to stop. We need to stop and be humans first. Be humans
Yeah,
first, not
yeah,
be humans who lives 1,000 years, but respect, but be fraternal and act with the others, respect the planet. We are in a hand who I don't see a good future for us in general if we continue in this path. I am a little pessimist when I
mhm,
look for this this time. I hope in some moment we change our mind, who we stay in the government, who stay in the power change, but we like normal person need change to stop to look for beauty, for live more than 2,000 years, 3,000 years, or
mhm.
something like this. Focus in our reality. Live now. Live
Yes.
well now. It is this, of course, seems a dream, but for me, I am trying to do this in my life. I hope I can increase this and live better with I have now in my family, with my pets, in my moment in time in this place now. It's this.
Okay, thank you, Aparecida. I really appreciate your answer. Taina, I asked the Aparecida about the scientists. In the future, I believe they are try to prolong or get more time for humans' lives. And I asked Aparecida, if she try or tentaria, I don't know in English, is if she would try change your DNA for live more time. And I ask to you, you you change the if it's possible right now?
No, I think it's depend your life. If you have a good life, it's worth to prolongate your life. But if you are poor, you have a lot of suffering, you have sickness, you don't have family support. I don't see why I would live more. It depends of my style,
Yes,
lifestyle. Yeah.
yes, yes. I watched a movie, and there are two movies, I guess, about the time when the people sells time to to richest persons, and the poor persons sell 1 year 1 minute for a product, um, the movie
É,
about the
o preço do
uh,
amanhã.
yeah, the yes, yes, it's very crazy because I sometimes I thinking about this, né, about when you sell your life in your work, for example. It's not literally your life, é, não é literalmente a sua vida ali tirada, né? Mas é uma, eu acho que é uma abstração ali, né?
Yes, yes. Yeah, but
Ok, ok,
yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Tainá. Sorry.
Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting movie. I think our future could be the same.
Mhm. Yes, perfect. Go ahead. I will pick another question for us. The five question. Uh, Taina, could you please read the five question and answer for us?
Yes. Do you think the genetic modification could create a new class of enhanced humans and lead to social division or discrimination? Yes, I think the money to do it. But if the genetic modification is real in the future, of course, we will create a new class and lead the social division, discrimination, because who has more privileges will control the underprivileged who not have the same privilege, for example. Yeah, will affect a lot in the society, for example.
Yes, I totally agree with you because right now the money do this, but I guess I think in the future, um, the poor people um, will have a lot of problems. For example, health problems like cancer, like other problems about our current genetic, and the rich person will be more healthy without problems, live more, because right now is is é quase isso, I think. But the rich person has cancer too, but rich person have chance to get best doctors, best treatments, best medicines. But I guess I think in the future, rich persons will not have the genetic problems. I think. And you, Aparecida, what is your opinion about the 5 question?
Well, yes, I believe certainly we have a lot of problems with discrimination if we open this Pandora doors, I believe, and put in question our mind in this moment. If we don't change, we have more problems. If we can have program humans with beauty, with more intelligence, tall and blonde and with blue eyes. Of course, normally, I don't know why the persons want to be bound with blue eyes. We have beauty in all the kind of regions of the planet, but I don't understand this. I can't understand until now this, if why this. But of course, we have more problem with discrimination. Increase this a lot if this kind of technology approved to in the planet for the government in general approve this kind of applying this kind of technology. Of course, only the rich persons can put this in practice, and we have more discrimination, more apart persons, and suffering more. Of course, the more poor people suffer more than the others because they don't have the chance, and who the others who have money have. I believe if this happened, we are talking about a supposition or something like this. Of course, we have some cases happening, but we have the opposite. The governments are trying to control this in this moment, and we are passed through a moment to understand how this kind of technology need to be regulated, of course. And I believe and I hope we have control this by the organizations, CEO organizations, and by the governments who don't put this open, who want, and because they have money can apply this. It's an ethical technology, and we need control to avoid this kind of situation, increase discrimination, or create a kind of like the question, enhance humans and humanos aprimorados, and apart from the other kind of, apart from the real society. It's a complicated topic.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree with you. I think the social division and discrimination right now is a big problem, and with the genetic modification, it increased the social division and discrimination. It's a topic to think because I see the rich persons changing DNA of children. I bring the example of Elon Musk, but there are a lot of rich person uh, changing the genetic of babies inside the barriga da mãe to prevent health problems and prevent problem with physical or um, detect a problem. And I think it's the future. The rich persons will be in, how can I say, in advantage in your DNA in comparison with the normal person. And you, Tainá, what is your opinion about the 5 question?
Yeah, I think if money already did so harm for our society, imagining if would have better humans. For example, X-Men. If you watch X-Men movie, you can see who have more power, control everything. If this X-Men be bad, he will harm all people or the population. And I think the same. If you will have in the future humans like X-Men or genetic modification, that man will harm or will improve your society. It depends their heart.
Yeah, yes, I remember in my young age, I really loved the watch X-Men movies, and the mutations, mutants. I don't know the
Dance.
pronunciation in English.
Mhm.
Is very cool, but in reality, life, the mutations is a problem, a physical problem, or a problem in the how can I say cerebral in English?
Brain.
In the brain, for example, or in, for example, in a function, of the the body, the natural function. It's crazy. Uh, I have a question for you guys. For example, if you were a scientist and could modify DNA to bring some benefit to people, what would it be? Or do you think you wouldn't change it? Então, se vocês fossem uma cientista, né? E pudesse modificar o DNA humano para trazer algum benefício, qual seria? Ou você não mudaria nada, deixaria a natureza seguir o seu rumo? What is your opinion, Aparecida, about this? It's a question, it's a custom question.
Okay. Well, if I am a scientist and have this kind of technology in my hands, of course, I can help related to disease in my point of view to help the persons if possible, of course. But in sometimes the scientists can't do what they want because some kind of technologies like this, genetic technology, it's complicated, need regulation, and I am like a scientist. Maybe I can put in practice what I know because the effect of this, because lack of regulation or something like this. But if this kind of thing was regulated, and of course I can put in practice, in my perspective, yes, I use this kind of knowledge to help who need help, not to build or something like this, to help the persons with brain problems, with physical problems, with genetical problems, to affect the life, to improve the life, to provide a better life to the persons who have problems, if I have this kind of power in my hands.
Oh, very nice. Yes, I totally agree with you because the I think the DNA change people use it to change beauty or physical aspect of babies. I think it's a bullshit. I think the most important is help people to prevent health problems, to prevent physical problems, or for example, prevent sickness, prevent, for example, cancer. It's a good it's a good how can I say this is a good case of use of this, and I totally agree with you, Aparecida. And you, Tainá, what is your opinion? If you were a science, could you modify something or no?
Yes, I would do the same Aparecida. I will eliminate genetic disease like a cancer, or I increase resistance to virus, or accelerated the regeneration and avoid the old, the velhice. Um, I would balance our emotions because so many humans suffering with with emotions like a depression. Depression is the sickness of your brain, and I help humans adapt to environments. I,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect. For example, in my case, I will try to prevent the diabetic, or I think because diabetes is a a condition that you born with this, or uh,
You develop.
develop this during your life, okay? But there are many people that born with diabetic, is very diabetic type 1, for example, and it's a good case to try to prevent this with using the DNA modification. Okay, guys, I think that's it for us today. Thank you so much to come for my immersion. I believe see you in another immersion, and that's it. Have a good day, have a good work, and that's it. Thank you.
Bye bye. Good
Thank you,
day.
guys. Bye.